What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Our good friend Kevin Samuels has been discussing a lot about modern women. Modern women and the things that they desire and the entitlement behind it. I believe that we've heard this call after call on several shows. And I thank Kevin Samuels for bringing out that sort of term that is now being used in the manosphere community. If I may, I would like to use his term and apply it to modern black men because we are dealing in the black manosphere, and I do make content for our brothers, especially those in the African American community and some brothers from Africa who can relate, and in Europe, most notably the United Kingdom. What about the modern black man and his desires? I think that for many of us, we have failed to talk about him. And the modern black man is still operating with some traditional values. He has the urges to protect. He has the urges to provide. And many of our brothers are still doing traditional careers. They are truck drivers. They are HVAC. They are plumbers. Okay, you have guys who are in reselling of sneakers now, merchants in some cases, guys who are in cable installers, things like that. You know, stuff that we've always seen in the American economy. But then you also have guys who are now earning money in digital fashions. Guys who, like myself, earn over the internet. Guys who are content creators. Guys who are traders or forex or Bitcoin or other different industries. And because of the world and the openness behind it, and I mean, the ability to be able to reach someone just over internet connection has vastly improved the black man's ability to be able to date and mate outside of his regular jurisdiction. Okay? And what is happening is in small pockets, you see that many black men are trying to find out how they can earn remotely while being in other places. But before doing that, for those of them who do have that interest and some that don't, most black men in America don't have children. Most black men in America have figured out that no woman is ever going to love him as his mother has. For those men that have mothers still living, they would understand that. And I understand a woman's love, but just to be able to trust another woman to that level, they don't feel that they can achieve that. So many modern black men have taken it upon themselves to provide for their own selves, their own homes, their own apartments, their own cars, their own careers. And the mentality of modern black men is that I'm going to do it all alone. That's fine. It's totally fine with me. I don't have a problem with making my own meals. I don't have a problem with managing my own money. I don't have a problem doing the things that I want to do. I can live a modest lifestyle according to my standards, and I won't have to pay extra money to impress ladies, many of them who probably wouldn't be interested in me. For some guys, if that's like the black community, you know, if you're a blue collar guy, some guys feel like that. I don't need to spend money on them. If I get a girlfriend, it is completely okay, which is how modern women feel about black men. But see, the thing about it is that this man, the difference is he gets more value as he gets older. He becomes wiser. His testosterone may still be there, but not as much, and so he's able to even think more critical about situations. And then when he comes across this thinking, he believes at some point a woman is a hindrance to me. It becomes quite honest, especially if he's a guy that has been married before or a guy that's been on child support. What he's gonna say is, you know, this whole mating and marriage thing, this dating thing, is something I can do without completely. And that is where the modern black man is at. He would like to get married. He would like to provide. But when he looks at his paper, he can't find a reason as to why he should do that. Like for modern black men who have worked hard, and many of you guys understand my story. I grew up in Del Paso Heights, in it's not a slum by any means, but it is one of the worst neighborhoods you can come up in Northern California, especially in Sacramento, California. And when I wanted to go places in my life, I remember having to catch the bus. And I remember where I am now, where I can go into the mall, I can buy anything that I want. There's nothing that I can't afford anymore. But I remember when I couldn't afford anything. I couldn't afford a car. I was catching the bus. I remember being sweaty on the bus. And then I can remember those days and all of the work that it took to get here. Do I want to risk losing that to somebody else? What is the benefit for many guys? They're asking themselves, why should I get married? Why should I partner up? And when we want to break it down, the modern black man feels that the modern black woman, or and women in general, maybe, have not given him a reason to do that. If you look at some of the ladies on Instagram in these days, and we're not saying that women are all doing this, but women are definitely more liberal sexually than they have been before. Some women are doing a tattoo thing and stuff like that, which some guys don't care about it. But like even G Herbo talked about it. He said, women are carrying themselves online in a way, not all women, but many women are carrying themselves online in a way that can't be respected. And a lot of modern black men are not talking about that. But I believe that many men feel that. And what's happening is that modern black men are gonna just do, many of them, very casual relationships, nothing serious. And that's because they feel that it's not much for them to be offered. Now, me personally, as a man that has witnessed some great African American women and things like that, I understand what they can say. I don't necessarily believe that. I do believe that there are women out there that are worth, doing things with, being in long-term relationships with. I believe that. I believe that many black men have given up hope that it exists. And see, the thing is, the modern women with their desires are not going to be able to convince a group of men who feel like there is nothing that they can get in return from sacrificing to be in a relationship with them. That's the problem here. You have the modern women who want what they want. And then you have a lot of modern brothers out there who feel like the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. Shout out to Obsidian. And that's the problem we have in black America. Because the black man is going to say, I can cook, I can clean. I mean, we don't have to be together to have sex, and I don't want to spend my money on you, because what do I get for that money? I need to be able to justify why I'm spending that money. And then there is no answer when you ask a woman, what does she bring to the table? Typically, there's nothing that quantifies why a man would want to do that in many guys' eyes, okay? That's the problem you're having in black America. That the black man is, the reason why women are not getting married like that is because a lot of black men don't feel that what am I gonna get? I mean, I might as well stay single, because I've also heard if I get married to her, the sex stops, so I might as well just not stay married and just keep getting everything I want without having to commit to it. I mean, because you're gonna give me the same thing anyway. That's a lot of guys also feel. Like, why would I marry someone when you've been around the block a lot of times? Why do I get to wife you up? And I think these concerns are serious. This is what the modern black man is thinking, but nobody cares enough about him to ask him how he feels. And see, that there lies the issue in black America. Like, okay, bro, it doesn't matter how you feel. And that's where the rubber meets the road. So when you have these problems, understand that the modern African American man also deserves to be listened to. Not talked at, but listened to. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains the all-time high. Check out the Patreon. We're out.